This is an AI TikToker I created 2 months ago. This is week 1, this is week 2, this is week 3, and this is week 8. And this is the channel now. Almost 200,000 followers, 100 million views, and tens of thousands of dollars made. How did I do this? Well, let me take you back to February of this year, when me and my friend Light hopped on a call and thought, wait, we could probably fool the entire internet and make a fake influencer. I mean, looks maxing was really popular and AI was getting realistic, but there was a catch. We agreed that we had to make 6 figures from it, otherwise it wouldn't be worth it. The problem was that there were hundreds of styles of content on TikTok, fitness content, comedy, but to be honest with you, all of that was quite boring. We wanted something so crazy and so lucrative that people barely believed it, which is when we came across this guy, Logan Reed. He was really bad at content and he didn't seem to be doing it correctly. He made these videos where he went from ugly to attractive, but most people could tell that it was AI. But even with his shitty content, he was still making tens of thousands of dollars a month selling peptides. But there was one big risk that I walked into this challenge and I never even considered. Was this illegal? You see, creating an internet personality like this that deceives people could be classed as illegal. There's reportings that you can get hundreds to thousands of dollars in fines or maybe even a prison sentence. I mean, who would be stupid enough to take that risk? That's just not worth the reward. I mean, that would be such an idiot thing to do. Let's start this account, is the conclusion that we came to. I mean, it wasn't gonna harm anyone. It would just be quite a fun experiment and no one would really have their life affected by the account. But to be honest with you, we almost never even started because we had no time. You see, I was in school going in every single day and spending my time in a classroom while managing my TikTok account that I had on the side. But then the perfect opportunity came along. It was about spring break and I had enough money saved so I could just move out. So I did it. I moved out of my home into an apartment for 1 month with the sole goal of fooling the entire of TikTok. Phase 1 was to get content ideas. Almost every style of looks maxing video had already been made. Also, we thought, you see, to go viral, especially against other competition, there's a very important rule you need to follow. What's something you could do that would be completely impossible for your competition? Looksmax has already made really good transformation videos. Some of them were even speaking in their videos, which my AI couldn't do. And they were already posting very consistently, so what was there left for us to do? Transformations that were so good that people thought they were fake. That way people would be shocked, they'd share the video to their friends and they'd likely comment about it. I'd like to set a disclaimer that I wasn't trying to harm anyone, I wasn't trying to make anyone upset. We are good people, we come from good families, and we really didn't want anything bad to come from this. We weren't going to compete with these super viral moments on stream where Clavicular or a different looks maxer approaches girls because the AI just couldn't handle that. We can't just reinvent the wheel. The real source here is taking ideas that work and adding some controversial aspects. Like things people looked at and thought, what the fuck is on his face? Now this was all great on paper, but it wasn't gonna happen without phase 2, the army. We couldn't just have one account running these types of videos because it would be too obvious that it was just sticking out amongst the crowd. It looked too fake and it looked just weird. Instead, we decided to make 3 different accounts targeting 3 different types of people: American, European, and Indian. And now we needed to start posting every day on a consistent basis. But that's when we ran into our next problem. AI generations aren't cheap. Websites will charge you to make them. It's not free. So posting daily on every account, that costs money. But I honestly wish that was the worst of our problems. You see, getting someone to trust you enough to pay you for something takes time. A lot of time, we figured out. And I had to monetize this page as fast as possible so I could pay for my apartment that I just moved into. So after hours and hours of researching the best way to monetize this page, we really went through the trenches and finally found a product. We couldn't just sell a course, every other looksmaxer sold one, so ours wouldn't be anything special. So during our research, we came across a video of this guy and he was making videos with this palette expander. And we thought, okay, we finally found something. The goal now is just to pump out videos. But then the next issue came up. You see, there's two parts to picking a good product for TikTok. The product needs to be an affordable price, and two, people need to believe that there's no risks from buying the product. So I searched every Chinese website I could to find someone who would supply this palette expander for me. And we soon learned that the product had two phases. The customer had to buy an item that molds to their teeth to figure out their mouth shape. Then the factory had to custom make their palette expander for their mouth size. And as you can imagine, that was not cheap. That would all be pointless because we have to charge like $300 just for the product. And ain't nobody buying that off an AI looks maxer. So instead, we had to figure out a product that was cheap, that people believed would work, and also went viral. So that was the issue that we had to dig into to figure out. So after hours of researching in underground dropshipping communities, searching all over Chinese websites, we literally just fixed it by changing our product to this chin strap. It seemed to check off all the boxes. It went viral because it looked really weird on someone's face. People understood that it worked, and it wasn't ideal, but it was a quick fix to this very annoying problem, which now leads us into phase 3. The transformation was the easy part. We already had AI to make this insane transformation happen. Now we just had to add our own competitive advantage of having really good edits and engaging videos, which finally set things into motion. Upload 1 was on the Vil account, and it was a basic slideshow where it shows his transformation. When it got posted, it only got a few thousand views, which was nothing special, but we were just getting warmed up. Upload 2 was a transformation edit of his looks maxing journey from ugly to attractive. These two uploads actually went against our own strategy because we didn't promote any products in them. They were simply to test the concept. And after those two videos seemed to not blow up, we then pivoted into upload number 3. So during our research, we came across these videos where girls were reacting to looks maxers on Omegle, and we thought this would be an interesting concept to copy on our account. And after posting the third video, it was by far the best performing in the first day, getting over 30,000 views, which isn't crazy, but it was better than anything else we've put out so far. And as we kept posting in these viral formats day after day, the views slowly started climbing. Until on day 8, when it all went nuclear. 1 million, 5 million, 10 million, 30 million, 50 million views after just a week and a half, and these videos made us thousands of dollars, but I'll get into that a little bit later. This was our true proof of concept, and instead of enjoying our early wins, the next few days we decided to ramp it up. Remember how I talked about being controversial and gave that disclaimer? Well, this is the start of it all. What could we do to increase our audience size as much as possible? We decided to make 2 new accounts of people that were from different countries, Indian and Mexican. The goal here was just to reach a broader audience of people from across the world. The places where the AI influencers filmed were in like delivery jobs and as Uber drivers, but it didn't hit. 15,000 views in the first entire week on this account. Was the entire strategy just wrong? But of course, on this channel, we never backed down. We let the account marinate and we just kept on posting. This AI influencer ticked all the boxes of what we knew made an influencer viral. Then the rewards started to show themselves. 5 million, 10 million, 20 million, 30 million views in just 9 days from making the account. Our strategy seemed to be successful, and it was now time to turn these accounts into money printers. So Vil and me both locked in, and to be honest, Vil was a very vital part of this channel, and that made it so much better. And day after day, we just kept on popping out videos. 9 million views here, 10 million views here, 8 million views here, 35 million views here. These accounts went from a trial and a test to something worth a lot more. The reason for this is that when you're selling a product on an account, you can make anywhere from $1 to $2 per 1,000 views. And we've been consistently making hundreds and hundreds of dollars per day. And as of the past few days of recording this video, we've made $900 and $800 each day respectively. Which means just from TikTok alone, we now have a business making us $20,000 to $30,000 each month. So that means I beat the challenge, right? Well, Actually, no. Remember, the challenge was to make 6 figures and join the 6-figure club from these accounts, but unfortunately, I only got to 81,000. So what does that mean? All of you watching this video have a chance to win that $500. I'm not going to make you guys do anything too crazy. All I want is for you to follow my Instagram, which will be linked in the description, and join the Telegram group I just launched. And once you've done those 2 things, comment something you liked about the video and add your Instagram username. And in the next video, one of you shall be picked. And honestly, this challenge was a bit weird, like it was an experiment, but I just wanted to show you guys what was possible if you just lock in. Because for the first few days of the challenge, I didn't really know what I was doing. I was pretty stuck. I moved out, I was alone. But look what happened now, boys. But hey, thanks for watching the ride. It's been good.